with Sunflower Spirit Tarot, and I'm here with the message for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. This is just going to be a general message, so whatever I see is what I'm going to read, but it's typically going to be about your relationship to something or someone in particular. All right. Spirit guides, benevolent ancestors, guardian angels, those that come to us in and through unconditional love only. What are the messages that you have for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements? Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and any other significant placements. What are the messages that they need at this time? From the time they view this video, the most important messages, predictions, and happenings to, for, from, about, and around Virgo. I hope you guys have been well. I have been well. If this is your first time watching one of my readings, thank you for giving me the opportunity to read for you. If you are returning, welcome back. I'm so happy you're here. All right, let's do a couple more and I'll get started for Virgo. And one more here. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Comfort, confirmation, or clarity, whatever Virgo needs at this time, let's give it to them. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. All right. I've been seeing the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has been in all the readings today. The other readings that I did today were Sagittarius and Aries. Those are the only other readings I will be doing today. So if you have any of those placements in your chart, you should go check out those readings as well. I will say that the Aries reading was more about career. So if you're looking for something romantic, I'm not sure if the Aries reading will help you. All right, so we have the Queen of Swords, the Tower, the Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, Judgment, Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. We also have the Lovers as silver energy. Yeah, I like that. That's Gemini energy. Also with Queen of Swords, we have feminine air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Wands. This is a really interesting reading. There's something that's changing. Something that's changing in your relationship. You might be walking away. You might be walking away from a relationship. You might be deciding that you can do bad all on your own. And I don't mean bad, like literally bad. But I just feel like if your emotional needs aren't being met in a relationship, a romantic relationship specifically, then what's the point of even staying, right? If you've tried, if you've worked on it, if you've had conversations about it, if you've attempted to, to make things better and things still aren't better and your emotional needs still aren't being met, you got to do what you got to do. I don't even see you being very emotionally attached to the situation anymore right now. I see you being very logical when it comes to this and almost cold in a sense. And I do feel like the person that you are disconnecting yourself from is going to be absolutely shocked when you tell them that you're no longer interested in continuing this romantic relationship with them. I don't know if you have a family together, but I do know that this is somebody, especially with the Lovers being here, this is somebody that you feel very, very much connected to. And I feel like it's really difficult for you because you feel like they're not meeting your needs, but you feel connected to them. You still feel pulled to them. There's still this magnetic attraction. There's still this, wanting to understand or wanting them to understand in a way. It's like you want them to change or you want them to do better or you want what you're saying to them to create the change in your relationship so that they can be more attentive or more loving or more compassionate or more giving or whatever it is that you want from this person. You want to be able to come to them and say, hey, I'm really upset. I'm considering walking out the door. What changes are you willing to make? And you want them to rise to the occasion. But unfortunately, I'm not sure if they will. What I see you ready to do right now in the hidden energy is the Eight of Cups, walking away from anything that isn't fulfilling you emotionally. You do feel like this person is a good partner. You might even have a family with this person. You might choose to co-parent with this person if you guys have children together. I just feel like this person is a good partner to you in the ways that are more material, financial, or physical. They're not necessarily a good partner to you in the sense that you couldn't get those same needs met by somebody who wasn't your spouse or somebody who wasn't your partner. What I'm saying is like in a way you feel like you could get these same needs met by like a roommate or by like a friend or by like a co-worker or something. The relationship that you guys have doesn't seem to be very warm, okay, or wet. And what I mean by that is like there's no passion and there's no emotion, okay? It's all very like for the kids, for the family, for the house, for the this. We have to keep our finances in order. We have to do our investments. We have to, it's a very like, it's it's giving like married coworker, like you're married to somebody who sees your marriage or your relationship as a job, and that's not always bad. Okay, so because the ways in which I see it is like, if you see your relationship as a job, maybe you see it as tedious or monotonous, or like, or you don't want to do it and you're not getting paid enough, or you see it as a job in the way that you approach things, right? We need to have this much money for our retirement, so we have to save up this much money by June, we have to save up this much money by 2026, we have to do this, we have to save this much, we only have this much for the budget. It's like somebody who's approaching the marriage as if it's like this thing that only exists on paper, as if it's not this thing that's supposed to be full of love and romance and excitement and passion. Now, is it going to be exciting every day? No, but you're a Virgo and you already understand that. You are no stranger to making commitments or being committed. It's just you have a hard time understanding how this person, like, do you really love me? Like, or do you just see me as somebody who's here to help you meet your goals? Because maybe this person was like, okay, I need to be married in order to retire at this age, and this person needs to make this much, and they've just found you, and you just happen to fit the bill. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that this person doesn't love you. I just feel like sometimes maybe you think like that. Maybe you think like this person only values you because of the partner that you are. They don't necessarily have that emotional connection to you, because you feel like if they did feel that way about you, then they would show it to you and there would be more emotion. There's no cups on the spread except for the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is a fantasy. It doesn't even reflect reality. It's talking about where you wish things could end up, where you wanted things to be. This kind of happily ever after and what you've been working towards. And I feel like, honestly, this is a dream that you're about to let die. It's like almost like taking out the trash. It's almost like eliminating things that don't really fit. It's like having all of these expectations that aren't being met and being overwhelmed by that. Then the only other cups here is the 9 of Cups. This is a card of fulfillment of self, emotional fulfillment of self. This is being accomplished on your own and being very content with who you are as a person and loving yourself and loving your life, loving what you do for yourself. We got 2 9s here. 9 is the solitary number, and your card is the Hermit, which is also card number 9. Solitary numbers, okay? We're talking about the individual. We're talking about the self. And that's just confirmed or reiterated here by these 2 9s being here. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of being self-sustaining, being financially sound on your own, and being able to do things on your own. You don't necessarily need a partner. You don't necessarily want a partner. You're able to accomplish tasks and do things and live your lifestyle without the assistance of anybody outside of you. And it's almost like, well, dang, if I don't need you financially, if we don't have an emotional connection, if the passion and the spark is gone, then why are we even together? That's how I feel like you are looking at this logically. Let's clarify the Queen of Swords here. How's the Queen of Swords? Yep, 2 of Swords. The heart is shut down. The heart is shut down. Even if this person were to suddenly like create some sort of passion between you, or attempt to, right? You've been talking their ear off about, oh, there needs to be more passion, more love, more romance, more this, more that. We need to go on dates. We need to see each other more. We need to spend more quality time together. It's almost like you have been talking about this so long that you can't talk about it anymore. It's like anything that they approach you with might be too little too late. They might feel like they're saving their marriage by coming to you, trying to invoke this passion from within you after they realize that, oh, she's serious. Oh, they're serious. They're really gonna leave. Oh, now all of a sudden you want to try to like do this last ditch effort, this friggin' Hail Mary to try and save things. That's not enough, because you understand that what you're asking for is a lifestyle change. And not just us asking you on a single date or a single date night. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the one thing. It's not about bringing me flowers. It's not about taking me out. It's about where's the love and where's the passion at? Where's the power in that? What's keeping us together? Because you feel like, and you strongly feel like that should be the glue that holds you guys together. Every Virgo I know is a very sensual person, and they might not be outwardly sensual, but they're the kind of people who appreciate certain things and appreciate feelings and feeling life and feeling alive. And even if it's not necessarily like you're not somebody who doesn't appreciate organization, you're not somebody who doesn't appreciate the work that this person does to try to create a better life for you guys. It's just that it's like, I can do that on my own. It's like they're not doing anything that you can't do for yourself, basically, or that somebody else who you could pay couldn't also do for you, right? Now I ain't talking about paying for that, because I don't even think y'all are really getting down anyway. Honestly, I feel like if this person only seems to be romantic with you when they want to be intimate with you, wink wink, you shutting it down. Okay, I don't feel like y'all have been physically intimate for a while now. I don't feel like, and even if you are, you're not enjoying it, because there's no emotional connection there. You're just letting them do their business and you're moving on with your life. You know, that's a sad way to live, I'm telling you. We got the Judgment card here. Let's clarify the Judgment card for Virgo. One more, please. The Magician and the the Magician and the Three of Pentacles. You really wish that there was a way that you could make this work, but you also, once again, it's not coming up as the Two of Cups. It's not coming up, you know, as something deeply romantic or even emotional. It's coming up as like this kind of business arrangement with this Three of Pentacles. With the Magician being here, it's almost like I can create this foundation of the stability for myself. I can work towards what it's like if you guys own a business together. This is the easiest example I can come up with right now. If you guys own a business together, you're like, I can do this on my own. Or you're trying to make a way for you to get all of the needs that are being met currently by the marriage or the relationship on your own. I think you're stepping into your own masculine, divine masculine energy. You're stepping into your own emperor power. Like, you're not allowing this person, I don't know, to make you feel as if there's something that they're providing to you that you couldn't get elsewhere or that you couldn't meet yourself. I also feel like you're choosing to focus on your career, your business, or whatever it is that you're building financially at this time. You also want to focus on your family. So if you're a mom, you want to focus on having kids. You might be choosing how to co-parent with this person. Y'all might be discussing schedules and things like that. I don't think that this person is going to be too difficult to reason with, because to be honest, if they're not showing you that love, that romance, and that passion, it's probably because they don't feel it. I don't know anybody on this planet who can feel strongly for someone and not show it, not express it, not give it to them, especially if you've been asking them for this for a long time. They just see marriage as kind of a business arrangement, and they need to go be, or marriage or partnership is a business arrangement, and they need to go be partners with somebody who also agrees with that, who doesn't need the love and the connection that you need. Let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. You feel like there's an opportunity out there for new love for you, okay? Now, could this person be expressing their innermost desires and thoughts and feelings for you? Absolutely. But do I see it that way? Absolutely not. I think that if you haven't already separated from this person, once you separate from this person and you experience what it's like to be totally independent and totally standing on your own 2 feet and totally living by your own schedule, your own rules, doing what you like, right? And giving a little bit more into that feminine energy, I feel like you're going to fall so much more in love with life, or grow so much more in love with life than you were already. And you're going to realize there's so many more opportunities out there. Hermit card again. So many more opportunities out there for you to experience passion. And I just feel like you feel like there should be a balance between things. It shouldn't just be all work and no play, or it shouldn't just be all business and no love. Not in a partnership, not in a marriage, right? People would think that's common sense. Can I get one more for the Ace of Cups? I mean, the Ace of Swords with the Ace of Cups. Yeah, and you are going to be guarding your peace. We got the Devil at the bottom of the deck here. You are going to be guarding your peace and your newfound self-love like nobody's business. I do feel like you are loved and you are protected by the universe and anybody that's looking over you or looking after you. And I also feel like this is really just you having your guard up, because you now have this new lease on life, this new connection to your emotions. You don't have to suppress yourself anymore. You don't have to convince yourself that that's not something you need anymore. And it's almost like having this sense of freedom and that you can fall back in love with life. And I think that you will be connecting to things that speak to you and speak to you on a heart level more than you ever have. And you're going to be very protective of that. Very protective of that peace, very protective of the love that you feel, very protective of the connection that you feel. And you're not going to let anybody else's negativity get in the way of it. And you're not going to let your own fear of being alone, or your own fears that were holding you tying you down to this relationship, keep you tied and bound any longer. You're ready to set yourself free. You're ready to let go and release these fears that may have been holding you back. And you're ready to fully enjoy your life. And I think that you will. I'm confident that you will. And if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be you. All right, Virgo, this is what I have for you guys. I hope that this was helpful or enlightening in some way. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll be with you next time.